You guys all know who I am by now. Otherwise, you wouldn't be on my Facebook page. So, you guys all know that, good, bad, or indifferent, um, I am rarely at a loss for words. Um, I was rendered speechless yesterday by the news that my good friend, fellow 22, and a man that um, I was lucky enough to call a brother, Dan Petro, had passed away. My first reaction was one of shock and disbelief. No, that can't be right. That's not how this is supposed to work. Um, no, we're all gonna grow old together and relive our glory days for the next who knows how many years, right? Can't happen to us. Can't happen to the 22s. No, we're different. We're built different, right? Anybody who's done this run up through the whole Commodore ranks, which some of you who have the ability to view this have done. Everybody thinks that their class is the one. You know what I mean? Best there is, best there was, best there ever will be, and we were no exception to that. But I think even some of the people outside of our class have to admit that we had something special going, and a big reason for that is Dan and Amy Petro. I mean, talk about people who would give you the shirt off their back. Some of the kindest and most generous people I've ever had the pleasure of meeting. Dan, what can you say? Guy, life of the party. Anybody whose life he touched, even if only for a short period of time, loved the guy. How could you not, right? And some people know, some people don't. But they were instrumental in the fundraising that happened last year to raise money to improve the life of not only our daughter Mila, but Adam and Katrina's daughter Huxley. And they wanted nothing in return. They wanted no recognition. It was completely selfless. That's just who they are. So when I say that what has transpired is a miscarriage of karmic justice, I really do mean that. I don't want anything bad to happen to anyone. But to say this is unfair barely scratches the surface of what it truly is. There are no two people less deserving of having a tragedy like this happen to them than Dan and Amy. So I think that's maybe why a lot of us are having a lot of trouble wrapping our head around it to begin with. I saw something recently, and unfortunately, this situation made me think of it. It's two men talking to each other, one older, one younger, and the older guy is offering his condolences to the younger guy about the loss of his father, which happened when the younger guy was at an early age, and said, that must have been really hard for you to deal with. And the young guy, kind of in a dismissive manner, says, that was a long time ago. So, and the older gentleman proceeds to tell him that, time's a funny thing. that seeing or hearing, smelling something can take you back like that to a particular moment in time, as though you're standing right there again. And that there's no long time ago. There's just memories that we want to keep and memories that we don't. I can't speak for all of us, but I can say that for me, I won't be able to listen to We Do by Kenny Chesney or take a sip of a Jack and Coke or watch somebody fire off a high kick without thinking of Dan Petro. And time is not going to change that. Not 10 days, not 10 years. That's something that's always going to be there. And those are certainly the memories that you want to keep. This is just been really difficult. I mean, Dan, it's anytime we were out, whether it was a ball, a cocktail party, regatta, Tuesday, at some point, probably towards the end of the night, Dan would come up, put his arm around me. I love you, brother. Friends for life. And this doesn't change that. Because I'm going to see you again. We're all going to see you again. And when we do, that's going to be a hell of a cocktail party. So be ready for that. Kind of close it out here with a story that I unfortunately was unable to be there for. I'm stuck working nights right now. Worked last night, worked the next two. But there was a small contingent that went out to TSC tonight. And luckily Amanda was able to go out there and kind of be part of that. And she told a story that maybe isn't mine to tell, but I'm going to anyway, because people need to hear it. And Pogo, you son of a bitch, I can't believe you got me when I wasn't even there. So they're at TSC, right? Pogo orders a Jack and Coke that apparently he kept with him the entire night. And on his way out, as he was leaving, set it on the bar and said, "You can take this back. My friend never showed up." See what I mean? Got me, and I wasn't even there. Heard it secondhand. Just like him. Dan, we love you. I miss you already. More than you'll ever know. So, yeah. This one sucks, and I guess that's all I have to say about that.